His pass in front knocked down in the slot there by Stralman. Matt Carle reaching for it. Taylor Hall has the puck. Taylor Hall back at the point. Here's a shot by Andrew Fair. It's a save by Bishop. Rebound tried knocked down. And Nugent Hopkins prevented from putting that puck in the empty. It's out for J.T. Brown at center. Gets the red line and chips it in. Getting to it. Vlad Namestnikov couldn't center as Nikita Kucherov was with him. And back comes the German-born Draisaitl, third overall this year in the draft. Of course, the Lightning's Jonathan Drouin, the third overall pick last year in the draft. On the try by Justin Schultz. Valtteri Filppula getting it to Jonathan Drouin. His first shift in the NHL. DeBarbario around to Brewer. Shooting. Saved by Scrivens. Rebound knocked in the air. Brewer in front. Drouin stopped. NHL's third star from last week. Palat feeding it now to Stralman. Everly on him. The wrist shot just skims wide of Scrivens. Stamkos takes it. Fires along the goal line. And Scrivens had the stick down. Defense corps settled down, Chief, as we know, as we've seen these guys play together. And the new faces certainly have fit in. Very capable of handling this time with Hedman on the sideline. Big hit thrown by Callahan. Carle takes a look. Hendricks closing in. And Joensuu, a big body, about 214 pounds. Down low. Ferentz up top. Over for Jeff Petrie. Shooting off the goal post. Here's another try. It's tipped off the end glass. Ryan Boyle using his size to protect that puck. Works with Conley as Carle tried to move to an open area. Stralman with a shot deflected. The shot by Conley scores! Broken play ends up in the net for the Lightning as Conley fires it home at 10:52.
Set up, get any kind of movement and penetration into in their zone. They did a really good job of killing that penalty off.
Good hustle by Brian Boyle to beat the icing. Out comes Nugent Hopkins. Room to roam. Everly cutting in. Shoots. Bishop the save. And Schuster cleared the rebound. Patiently hangs on. Goes back to Garrison. Kucherov throws it off. Johnson just deflected to the corner. The penalty's over. Drouin hanging on to that puck. Boy, he looks like he's been here a couple of years. Kucherov shooting. Save by Scrivens. Rebound. Came back for it. Deflected by Hendricks, held in. Stamkos gets it on goal. Palat with a bouncing puck could only partially make contact with the puck. Nikitin turned back by Filppula. As reaching David Perron, relayed now. It's Teddy Purcell on the move in that zone. Fights off a check, fires on net, and Bishop makes the save. Out in front, Palat is knocked down, and Nugent Hopkins skates off of the puck, the 21-year-old. David Perron in that zone, feeding it back. Nugent Hopkins centers a shot. Bishop over to make a great save on Taylor Hall.
One thus far in the game, but again, good transition game by Edmonton, getting up on the offense very quickly, and a quick passing play, but Big Ben stacking those pads. I think he could took a page of Anton Stralman's goaltending notebook.
Boyle has control of the puck. Out to Garrison. He'll just send it back around the boards again for Brendan Morrow. Only his 44th career game against the Edmonton Oilers. Of course, playing most of his career in Dallas in the Western Conference. Puck is back inside the score. They score! Brian Boyle surprised everyone, mostly Ben Scrivens, to backhand that puck along the goal line off Scrivens as he came off the post and in the net. And Boyle, with his first Lightning goal, has finally put one behind Scrivens.
He was trying to make that backhand pass to Morrow in the slot. Watch Morrow coming at the top of your screen there. You see it right there, but he just flipped it and it hit the defenseman. Scrivens was reading the play. He saw Morrow coming, so he was starting to move to make sure that he got there in time. And that's when it eluded him on the short side. So
he is certainly up to speed with what we've seen in the NHL level tonight, Chief.
Boy, I'll tell you what, and his vision, I know everybody was talking about it, about how great vision he has on that ice, and you can sure see it.
Nail Yakupov held off on that shot. Here's a shot, they score! Justin Schultz in from the blue line, a high backhander. He's tied it for Edmonton.
Ebbs and flows of the game, and it just seems like no matter, whenever you can keep some pressure on in the offensive zone, and both teams have done it on stretches. That one there was a tremendous shot. Far side, Ben was a little bit flat in the net. Like, we'll see how the play is kind of parallel to the goal line, which opens up that far side eye. And that's where Schultz put it.
Schuster one-hands it away as that spinning puck didn't come to him as expected. Perron dazzling stick-handling moves there, and Jonathan Drouin took it away from him. The 19-year-old leaving it. Johnson with it. Shoots it. Glove by Scrivens. He'll hang on. Hopkins with a burst over for Eberle, and it was just tipped by Brewer. As Eberle went sliding into the board, Schultz winding, faking the shot. Nugent Hopkins has been a threat on both special teams so far for Edmonton tonight. Here's Schultz with a shot, and it's handled by Bishop. Has been strong in the circle again tonight. Wins this one. Garrison couldn't get it out. Schuster couldn't get it out. And Purcell hands it off to David Perron. Lightning had possession. Good movement. Here's a shot by Nikitin. Bain throws it behind the net. Marincin angles it. And it's tapped ahead to Hendricks. Boyd Gordon into that zone. Back to Hendricks. Big drive and a save off the blocker by Bishop. The way you look at it, a lot of young talent on the ice here tonight.
Yep.
Ferentz, one of the oldsters, driving one over the net. He'll get another chance here. He'll crank one into a crowd. Knocked down by Bishop. Makes a stop there. Here's Stamkos cranking one off the right shoulder of Scrivens as he was set up from the face-off circle to the other end. Taylor Hall shooting. Saved by Bishop. And what do we got here? A penalty shot to Taylor Hall.
Lifting that shot up there, hoping that you can get that guy loose, and there you see it. And there's the hook. And let it go. That's how he fell.
Here comes Hall on the penalty shot. Fakes. Scores!
Well, Ben Bishop doesn't get set real quickly. He just gets set now when he's about 10 feet away. And all he did was just make a very simple move. Watch this. Simple move when Ben Bishop opened up, and he just slid that puck underneath.
Valtteri Filppula handing it now to Barberio, racing into the zone. Coming back, David Perron. Drouin with it. Gets it back to Brewer. Winds, fires, saved by Scrivens. Petrie off the glass, skipped away from Brewer. Here comes a 3-on-2. Perron swinging and shooting save, rebound, and another stop by Bishop there on Teddy Purcell. Rejoining the action out of the box. Brown with some pressure along with Kucherov. Hendricks has it. And Nikitin had it broken up. Here's Nemestikov shooting, a glove save by Scrivens. Admirals. A couple of years ago, Barberio fires and he sends it wide. Rebound comes out to Filppula. Here's a shot by Brewer, deflected. It's on goal, and the wraparound. Scrivens there to stop Drouin to Boyd Gordon. As Barberio turns the net. Pass ahead to Tyler Johnson. Room to step in. Fires. Saved by Scrivens. Ferentz bodies off Johnson. As Paul and Chris pointed out, Boyle had a goal that was involved in a goal that didn't count. Here's a shot. And a stop down in front. Palat with a try. That's smothered by Scrivens. Stamkos continues on. Stammer with a couple of goals in the one game against Edmonton last year. He played it. It was at the Amalie Arena. He was injured when the team was here in January. Bishop a stop there, and that long shot by Ferentz. Out against Nugent Hopkins on this face-off. And the Oilers get it back to the point. Schultz over for Eberle. Justin Schultz around the horn. Hall shooting, saved by Bishop. Johnson waiting as Kucherov now joins him off the bench. Perron fires it, comes to Johnson, walks it. Conley shoots! He scores! Brett Conley fires it home, and this one's going to count. And the Lightning have tied it with 6:05 to go in the third.
I was just going to say they're not going to be able to call goalie interference on this, but excellent play on the part of Tyler Johnson to really set this up. 13:55 will be the time, but he held the play in, failed the play in, and then the Kucherov with a nice forecheck, and there's Johnson right there, finding it to Conley, whose quick shot went underneath the arm and above the pad of Scrivens, and it is a tie hockey game.
Filppula working with Palat and Stamkos. As Chief noted, Filppula joining those two on this line. As for Stamkos, picked off by Eberle. Nugent Hopkins shoots, he scores! He had time to load up and fire it home. And Edmonton leads 3-2.
Bad pass by Palat through the center of the ice. And it was knocked down by Nugent Hopkins. And he gets his first goal here. There's the pass. You see it hit him in the stick. He just comes back the quick pass over and then the quick shot. And Edmonton regains the lead.
Fane gets a hold of the puck. They'll just chip at the point. Garrison tries block. Drew on the turnaround. It's intercepted by Fane, and that's going to do it. The siren sounds, and the Edmonton Oilers celebrate their first win of the year by beating Lightning